Hey guys, welcome to this video, where today we're going to do something that's pretty awesome. We are going to see which car fits you best. So, before I start, I have two things. This is going to be out the three default cars, Breakout, Merc and Octane. Unless you have the Switch exclusives, which I'm not going to be covering in this video, there will be a separate one for that. Also, if you do not know which car is best for you, then I would recommend you do not watch this video. But if you enjoy it and want to keep watching, then fair enough. Anyway, let's start with Octane, the most popular. Okay, Octane is a very good vehicle, and I would go to the length to say it's better than Breakout. But you need to hear me out with what I've done. In my experiments with Octane, watch the gameplay, which would help. I've seen some good points and bad points, and I'm going to explain them right now. First of all, a good point is a decent hitbox, which is actually really good for one of these. This is what I do not like about Breakout, which is why it's my least favourite starting vehicle. Octane's really cool in general. It's got loads of decals, which I'm going to explain why it's good now. If you're a collector, these would be golden for you, as yes, if you're getting NFL decals or anything else, they'll be really good. And most of the Battle Pass stuff involves Octane decals, so that's really cool. Weak points, however, saving with the Octane is not very good. I'm just going to be straight with this. From my experience with Octane, I have not been good at saving. If you're fairly professional at saving, then this won't be a big issue. But for me, I found this a big issue for ages, and honestly, this is the strong point for Breakout and Merc. Breakout, you can sort of go on your side and save it. Octane, you can't really, but Merc especially is good for saving if you're a person like that, really. Anyway, overall, I would probably rate this an 8 out of 10. It's a really good vehicle, really good for wearing decals or whatever you're going to wear. And honestly, that's all I have to say about Octane. Let's start with Breakout. Breakout is a really good vehicle, and I'm not going to lie, it actually potentially might outshine Octane, which I didn't realise it could do. It does loads of things Octane cannot do. One of these is saving. Saving is a crisis on Octane's hands, but really, when it comes to Breakout, it can just throw it out the window. Next is shooting. I don't need to explain this. If you aren't very good at shooting, I recommend you using Breakout because it can really help with it. Also, something that I also found good was dribbling with this vehicle, because it is way more stretched out than Merc and Octane. It can practically dribble better than any of those. Now, being serious, there is one thing I really do not like about this thing, which honestly, I do not understand. It's actually how hard it is to properly get clutch of the ball. I hate doing this. Getting clutch of the ball is what I like doing most. And I find it hard, not just with Octane, not just with Breakout or Merc. It's with most of the vehicles, but Breakout is my special. I always have to hit it first and then just look for it. Now, if you really struggle with hitting the ball, I don't think Breakout's for you. But honestly, that's your opinion and that's to you. Also, another thing that's bad, more goods come bad, is that when I do get the ball on me, I get swooped because it's not the biggest vehicle and not got the biggest hitbox. I like vehicles with big hitboxes. That's probably just my opinion and that's fine by me. But I'm saying, just beware of how small the hitbox is. If you don't like it, then that's okay with you. Okay, last but not least, Merc. Now, I'm going to go into quite a lot of depth about Merc. As you can see at the moment, I'm playing way better with it. Now, I'm going to go over quite a load of good points, so just beware. First thing, shooting with it is brilliant. Honestly, I couldn't be happier over a bigger hitbox, which, really, if you don't like Merc with a big hitbox, just don't wear toppers with it. That's all you really need to do. Now, I'm going to also go into depth about one thing I also love, which is saving. Yes, I explained this in Octane, but I'm bringing it up again in case you forgot. Yeah, that's all I need to say. Now, third one, which honestly has to outshine Breakout. I keep forgetting the name. Breakout is outshined by this, and honestly, it is really easy to obtain the ball. No, seriously, I'm not kidding. When there's a ball there, the first thing I do is hit it. Even if I do miss it, I'm not bothered. It's an easy hit afterwards, because you've got a big hitbox. It may put you off your screen a little bit, but honestly, that's it. Now, downside that I'm sure that everyone saw coming was, obviously, it takes up quite a bit of your screen. All there is to solve this is to not wear toppers. That's it. That's the only thing I saw coming, and yes, that's it. Personally, I'd say this is my favourite vehicle, and I chose it at the start. Really, I'm kind of glad I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be who I am now, really.